Yeah. The unicorn is my spirit animal. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Think about that. I grew up horse crazy, breeding Arabians. Grays are my favorite. Grays become white. But you put a horn on it, you give them a little flair, and you got yourself a magical unicorn. And I know for a fact that the magical unicorn is my spirit animal because I did one of those meditations where you go and you do all of these things. You go through the forest, you go to astral planes, and from the heavens above and the sky and the universe, start to see a little tiny dot, and that little tiny dot gets closer and closer and closer, and then it sits down next to you. And this is when you get to actually turn your head and look and see who your animal is. Well, I turned and looked. And sitting beside me was my Squatty Potty stuffed animal I wanted at Dave & Buster's. And I said, of course. Now, a spirit animal, it didn't really specify stuffed animal could be your spirit animal, so I'm going to take it as that's the symbol for the actual unicorn as we know it. It's what the unicorn possesses. And I looked it up online, spirit animals. Then I looked up spirit animals that are, like, say, mythological, such as a dragon or a really great guy who likes me. That's the kicker. There's lots of great guys. I just need to find the one that likes me. But yeah, that's when I found out. And it's so funny because I identify unicorn. I mean, identify as a ginger, of course, which is something that is huge to me, where I can probably shoot daggers through somebody's freaking face, and I almost look at them and be like, I don't know if I can be friends with this person when I hear this thing, you're not a ginger, or you're not a redhead, you're more like a brown-haired person. And then someone else will say, nah, you're like blonde. You're very light. I don't see red. And I look at them and I go, do you know how old I am? I've had the same color hair since I was a little baby. Actually, that's a lie. I've had the same color hair since I was 3 years old. Because I was bald. My mom had to put little tiny bows on my head that she would like rubber band them around, like saran wrap. Who knows what she did, but she would try so hard because everyone would come up to her and go, oh, your little boy's so cute. And she'd go, it's a girl. Only she doesn't talk like that. She has a Michigan accent. But the thing is hand-me-downs were real in our family. And so I can remember every pair of little creased Levi pants or little tiny overalls that my brothers outgrew. Each one of them before me wore the same stuff. By the time it got to me, Oshkosh Bagosh now had little tiny ribbons, or what do they call it? Those little rick racks. My mom would put rick rack around the pockets, so it would look girly, or she would find one of these little like ducks or baby something that looked girly, and she would embroider it on. Sometimes she put lace, but that's the thing, is that she made it work. And she did it with sparkle, and she did it with zest, and she has ADD, and she's an Aquarius, and so am I. And just to let you know, a woman Aquarius raising another Aquarius, when they have ADD, magical unicorns happen. Seriously. I want to be cremated. And probably just sprinkled wherever randomly. Just give it to a few of my bestest friends and tell them to go. Just, where do you see me at? Do you see me in any of the places? And my mom So, oh my goodness, that's not gonna happen. And I said, what do you mean it's not gonna happen? Like, it's me, I'm dead. Why would you say no, mother? She goes, because you're gonna be buried with me in the plot. And I'm just like, oh, that sounds horrible. Stuck in a spot with your mother forever. I love my mother to death. But after death, I want to be sprinkled everywhere. I want to be made into the wind, like a magical unicorn. Something that was here but isn't, but can be remembered and embellished. Because remember, a unicorn is just really a horse with a on it. That's where we come back to unicorn. Because I said, fine, Mom. I'll be in that ground with you. Cremate me. Give a few of me out to my friends to do as they please. And you can have a piece of me. And you can put me in that ground. I said, but we're negotiating here. I said, in your lovely vision of what's going on, you need to now envision a tall statue monument of the guy, of a unicorn, rearing up with its hands prancing, similar to a picture that some of you on the internet may have seen of a man. Beautiful. Only it's going to be sparkling, and it's going to have a golden unicorn horn coming right out. I mean, you're going to see this coming from everywhere. People will be like, who the heck is there? And it'll say, here lies a piece of me. You can't have it all. Go fuck yourself. GFY. Just joking. But yeah, I was telling my dad when I came home to visit, I painted him a portrait while I was there. And, you know, I think he likes it. It's like 1/3 looks like him. Every place actually, more than 1/3, but not really to scale or proportion. I'm an artist, but sometimes portraits I can do real good or not so good. But anyway, I told my dad that my spirit animal was the unicorn. And for Christmas, I got in the mail a little trinket from the store, like the hobby store where you buy these little medallions and such. And he had found this little black and white cameo style unicorn. And then he went to Menards or someplace, I can't remember where, and he bought a chain. And the kind that, like, you know, is beaded, dog tags, hangs from a lamp, that kind of a, like, little bolly chain. And he put it on it, and he sent it to me. And he said, you know, Merry Christmas, thought you'd like this. And seriously, the thing probably costs less than $10. And I'll probably keep that longer than just about anything. Because A, I love long chain cameos. I have an Avon one from my grandmother. And I love unicorns. But the biggest part of it is that I said something and he listened. And that's been a huge thing where I just never feel like people listen. Like I can, like, so I stopped talking. Seriously. And I talk excitedly, like a show. Over the top sometimes, annoying. I know it, but I'm a little sister. I have 2 older brothers, and the house was full of dudes. I had a few best friends in the country I grew up in, girlfriends here and there, and that was it. I didn't have a million girlfriends because I like to have really close-knit girlfriends. And I'm so guarded because I've been hurt by so many people that I just, like, unless there's an instant connection, I'm like, yeah, I have to really check each and one of you out before I really let you in as a friend. And sometimes that can come off a little bit bitchy. But honestly, I just want people to be themselves. And I think that the people that are hiding from themselves or trying to be something for someone else are the ones that tend to hate me the most. And it's not because I'm a horrible person, because I will do just about everything to help somebody out if I can. And I always support my friends, and I support other creatives. And I laugh, and I dance, and I giggle, and I have fun, and I don't dress how you always think I need to dress. But I will tell you that I'm trying to live my most authentic self. When I am 90 years old looking back, I don't want to say I wish I did. I want to say I did that. I tried that. And that's exactly it. Because you never know. Life is sometimes just as long as it's supposed to be for each person. And I don't want to sit around just existing to exist so that I can have the exact same house as someone else, or then one up that guy's car, or, you know, go on the vacation that the other girls went on, and now we have to because blah, 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 whatever. I don't have a husband, and I don't have children. I have one ovary and tube in my body that's conking out. So yes, I'm also going into menopause. Ow! Menopause. I think they call it menopause because men have to pause for the women's vaginas to get moist again. Yeah. That went a really awesome way there, didn't it? I'm just going to end it with that.